So in this case, I want us to focus on this example number 2. And it's talking about what? Our AB there, plus bx, then minus a minus x. Whereby you're going to have this one, if you try to factorize by grouping, you can see you have 2 groups here. The group number 1, then that is group number 2. So in this group number 1, we need to be able to identify what is the common factor here. My group is B. There. Then you have A plus X. Then you come to the second one, you have to be very keen because you have a negative sign here. So the common factor here is that there is a 1. So that 1 is this one. And you will see a minus 1. That will mean A. Then this one is going to be our A. Then this sign will change. Because you need this sign to remain as a negative, you're going to use a positive there. So plus. But when I will be saying negative multiplied by a positive, I will get a negative there. Okay? So at the end of the day, I'll be having the case of what? The case of where I'll be, the common factor is this one, and the other one here. So here you're going to have B minus 1, and then A plus X. That is going to be the concept there. So if that one, this point here, brings you trouble here, you can be able to rearrange in method 2. So in this method 2, the same question, you rearrange, and when you are rearranging, you make sure that you start with AB, then bring here minus A, then come plus BX, then minus X. So you can see at the end of the day, if you try to group them into groups, you have this group here, and then you have this group here. In this case, you're going to have the common factor is A, and then here is B, so minus 1. Then plus, you have X here, then you have B, and then you have minus. So what is inside the bracket is common, so you can have our A plus X, then you can have our B minus 1. That's the concept we're talking about. So this answer, serves the same purposes. So you can also do it with method 1, or you can also do it with method 2. Depending on what you're going to give you. So before I give you this exercise here, come back to it. I want us to run a certain video that is going to assist us in more examples concerning the case of the factorization. So let me play this video and then we move together.
Hi there, welcome to another video from Mr. Hegarty here. It's the 6th video for GCSE Maths Revision and we're doing factorising in this video. Just a reminder, pause this and read if you're not sure what to do with these videos. They're short, sharp revision videos on mainly grade C and B topics. What you're supposed to do is do the examples on a revision card and try the exam questions that I'm going to show you at the end on the back of that revision card. So, what we're doing is factorising, the first video on factorising. You'll notice questions 1, 2 and 3 we're just asked to factorise, whereas in questions 4, 5 and 6 we're asked to factorise either with the word fully, completely or completely. Now, when it just says factorise, it's worth 1 mark, but when it says factorise fully or completely, they're worth 2 marks because there's 2 factors that you can factorise out. So, how do we do this? Well, what we do is we look at 5x and we look at positive 10. Is there any number that divides into 5x and 10? Well, hopefully you realise 5 does. So we take 5 outside the brackets. What needs to go here? So when I multiply it by 5, I get 5x, clearly an x. What needs to go here? So when I multiply it by 5, I get 10, well, clearly a 2, and we keep the positive sign. Now to check we've done it right, expanding your head out afterwards to check you get that. 5 multiplied by x is 5x, 5 multiplied by positive 2 is positive 10, so we're done. Next one, what divides into 4y and 6? Well, clearly the highest factor out of there you can take is 2. Okay, so open up your brackets. What must go here? So when it multiplies by 2, you get 4y, well 2y. And what must go here to get 6? Well 3. Put in your plus sign. Afterwards, expand to check you've done it right. 2 multiplied by 2y is 4y, 2 multiplied by positive 3 is positive 6. Okay, the next one. The biggest factor we can think of that goes into 10 and 4x. Well, clearly it's some number, because there's not an x in both. Is it 2, 4, 6 or 8? It's 2. So we take out a factor of 2. What must go here? Well, 5. What must go here? Negative 2x. Check by multiplying out. 2 multiplied by 5 is the 10. 2 multiplied by negative 2x is the negative 4x. Okay, now these questions, when they say factorize fully, that means that there's a number factor and an algebra factor as well. So let's deal with the numbers separately. What goes into 2 and 10? The biggest factor we can think of is a 2, and let's deal with the algebra separately. What goes into x squared and x? Well, clearly we can take an x out. So what would go here? So when I multiply by 2x, I get 2x.
So that's what they're saying. During the exam, you're going to be having questions that are concerning maybe 1 mark, and the other one is concerning the 2 marks. So you're supposed to be very careful, because when you're taught to be able to factorize fully, then it means that the number part is having a common factor, and also the bright part is also having a common factor. So if you just only focus on one part, then you're not going to be awarded the 2 marks fully. So in the example, before you can see, we are talking about what? Talking about 2x there, 2x squared, then plus 10x. So it is you to be very keen when they say factorize fully, because in this case, when you look at the figures here, you can see they are having a common factor. That common factor is 2. So if we remove 2 outside, you're going to be left with x squared, yeah. Then 10 divided by 2, we're going to have 5. Going to be left with 5x. So if you stop at that point, then that one is going to be awarding with 1 mark, because the algebraic part is also having common factor, which we are talking about it. Talking about x here. So you need again to be able to move it outside, and then you're going to have 2, then multiply by x. Then we remove our x, then plus 5. So that now your final answer can be 2 times x, it's 2x. Then into bracket, we have x plus 5. That's now going to be the final answer. You're going to be awarded 1 mark. So there's a time that you need to be able to focus on the 2. Because if you stop at this stage, then you'll not be awarded your 2 marks. So let's continue the video again.
Squared must be an x. What must go here? So when I multiply by 2x, I get 10x. It must be plus 5. Check by expanding it works. 2x multiplied by x is the 2x squared. 2x multiplied by positive 5 is positive 10x. Okay, same thing here, can factorize completely. So deal with the numbers. There's a 3 and a 12, and there's a y squared and an xy. So what's the biggest factor we can take out of 3 and 12? Well, it's a 3. What about y squared and xy? Well, we can take a y out. So what must be inside the brackets? Well, what needs to go here? So when I multiply by 3y, I get 3y squared, clearly a y. Put in your plus sign. And what must go here? Well, 4x. Y, well, let's expand out. 3y multiplied by y is 3y squared. 3y multiplied by positive 4x is positive 12xy. And last one, do it as we've done before. So look at the number term separately, there's a 4 and a 6. And look at the algebra term separately, there's an x squared and an xy. So let's try and take out factors. The biggest factor that goes into 4 and 6 is only 2. What about x squared and xy? We can take an x out. Open the bracket. What must go here? Well, a 2x. What must go here? Well, a negative 3y. Why is that? Because 2x multiplied by 2x, 4x squared. 2x multiplied by negative 3y is negative 6xy. And we're done for those examples. So that should be on your revision card. Now have a go at these exam questions, pause the video, and I'll go through the answers in 10 seconds.
So you can see what you have in there are some examples which are buying the same concept of the factorization. So I'll try to do some of them. Then on the others, I'll leave you to do on your own, and then you can be able to submit to me. So, if we come to the case of last one, whereby I want us to start with it. That one is going to focus on factorize complete tree in our number 2C. Number 2C, you are told to factorize complete tree. Then you have 6y squared minus 9xy. So the concept is the same with the way you are told. The concept is the same. You look on the number factor, and then after looking for the number factor again, you look for the figures. If there's a common factor, you try to move it outside. So if you start again with the numbers now, so what is the common factor that can be able to divide 6 and be able to divide 9? So you realize that that factor is what? That factor is 3. So you say 3 divided by 6, you're going to be left with, that is 3 outside. So you're saying 6 divided by 3, you're going to be left with 2y squared. Then 9 divided by 3, you get 3, that is 3xy. So up to there, you're saying that is 1 mark. Because you're not yet through, since you're only focused on the figures. So you need to be able to go in again and then you consider the right part, and then you see what one is having a common factor. So that one is going to be, now here we have a y, then we have a y here. So this y will move outside, 3 multiplied by 1. This one is going to be left with 2y, then minus 3x. So finally, we multiply, this one is going to be 3y into bracket 2y minus 3x. So that's when you get your final marks as answer. So when you have that at the right part, you need to be able to focus on it. So that one I have done for you. So for you, complete the others on your own. Make sure that you send for me for marking and be able to see them. Then apart from that, on your course book, there's some question I want you to do. Apart from this one, which I've given here on this part of the slide, then you need to come up with the other one here. That is on your page 129. Page 129, you have exercise 6.3 from 2A up to 2H. Make sure again you attend them and send them for mark. Otherwise, you have a good day. Enjoy the next class.